Hey, friends, and welcome to the Everyday Glow podcast. This is a space where infinite wellness meets everyday life. I am your co-host, Aileen, and together with Sangita, we are exploring the honest, human moments that shape how we care for our bodies, minds, and souls. This is not about perfection or checking boxes. This is wellness without finish lines. We're not doing scripts. We are not doing pressure. This is just grounded, uplifting conversations as we walk through the purpose and the inspiration and the real life practice of caring for ourselves in the middle of everyday life. So take a breath and settle in because the journey continues here. Hi, everybody. We are here with another episode of Share Your Glow as part of the Everyday Glow podcast. And today we are actually going to be sharing Sangita's story, your lovely co-host. So Sangita is going to talk to us all about her journey with wellness, where it started, how it's progressed, and how she has gotten to be this absolute powerhouse of a woman that is before you here today. So let's get into it. So Sangita, where did all of this start?
Hi everyone. It started with zero knowledge, with beautiful criticism and an insult in a dinner. Yeah.
Please tell us more.
I never thought that I would be into fitness, into gym and nutrition. Until then, I was humiliated by my husband's friend in a dinner. So until then, I never realized like body shaming and being a little bit oversized was a problem. Like it was never in my thought process because I was never body shamed by anybody. I was never told that I was ugly because I was overweight. I never felt that way. So, you know what happened? I grew up in a family where we were respected for how we are and who we are and how well we behave. And if we don't well behave to our parents would correct us. And we were my family is very family oriented.
Right.
And I never had a feeling of changing myself. And I was not enough or I was oversized. So once I got married, Amma never told me that, oh, you gained weight, oh, you lost weight. It was never in our thoughts or in our, relationships.
Your dialogue, yeah.
Yeah, and I was never around those kind of people too. And it's I don't know. When I go back, I feel emotional.
Oh.
And when I delivered, before marriage, before having baby, I was very petite, Ellen. I was very small, tiny. It doesn't matter what I ate, how much I ate. I was very, very tiny. I never put on weight. I was around 95 pounds.
Wow.
I was barely 100 pounds and I used to eat fries. It was my favorite thing. Yeah. And I used to eat a lot of rice, 3-4 times a rice. Protein was out of my league. I never had those things. I never gained weight, but I was very athletic. Like I used to play soccer.
Mm-hmm.
I loved playing soccer. Back home, our financial conditions was very poor. And my parents couldn't afford me a soccer ball. So you know what I used to do? You know the socks that we wear?
Yeah.
I used to put like the old clothes or newspaper and wrap it with the thread.
Oh
and
my gosh.
I used to create a little ball, soccer ball.
Oh.
And you know what I used to play with? I used to create a team, and whoever wins, that group will get potatoes. We used to steal potatoes from our house. So by the time, and it was always my team who wins. I was a very good player. And I don't know, because of that too, I think I was very pitted. I used to play so much. I was always outside. And once I came to America, when we landed and went inside our house, when we opened the fridge, alien, this sodas, this oranges, this Coke were luxury drinks for us. You know, I started drinking those like, oh my God, we are in America. You know, these things are so easily available. I never knew it was unhealthy. The chips and all this
Yeah.
frozen food that was kept in our freeze when we landed here, it was like, wow.
And a lot of those items are so accessible here in the United States because they are made, first of all, so cheaply. They're made with a lot of processed, man-made ingredients.
I had no
They're
idea.
not
Even
healthy.
I immediately feel like I was very rich. I swear. I used to eat that so much. Like nothing. I never gained weight.
Wow.
Never. And when I went to college, I studied in a dorm. All I ate, I was pure vegetarian. All I ate was some veggies, just little whatever they have in their cafeteria, and fries was always there.
Oh,
I used to live in fries.
yeah.
Yeah. But Ellen, once I got married and delivered a baby, that's when the real life began for me. Like oh my God, I gained so much.
So this was after your first child?
Yeah, after I
Okay.
delivered Ashvir in 2017, even in a pregnancy journey, I didn't get that much. I was roughly around 12 to 13 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, and Ashvir was around 6 to 7 pounds. So the rest of us was easy off.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I started gaining so much.
In that
But-
postpartum experience?
Ellen, it doesn't matter how much I ate, I never felt full. Like I was always hungry. I was always looking for food. I was never happy. I was never satisfied. But I don't know. I eat after 30 minutes. I'm like, I want food. I want food. Constantly, I want food. But I was nourishing too. I was breastfeeding my child. Everybody
Yeah.
said that it was because of it, but I don't think I needed that much food. I don't know. I couldn't help it. And tragedy happened in our house. And one thing about me, when I'm stressed, Ellen, I like to eat like ice cream or sweets or just
Yeah.
something very cold or sweet. And when Aman's mom passed away, I didn't think of anything else. I was like, I don't know, I want something cold. It was always, I was always looking for something cold to eat. And the amount of ice cream I consumed at that time was insane. When I think back, I'm like, oh my God, how did I eat all of that? How was I able to eat? How did I not throw up, you know?
Yeah.
Then Aman went to India to do the rituals, religious rituals for his mom. I couldn't go. I had C-section surgery and I stayed with my parents to get help from them. And my mom used to cook so much food for me and she used to go to work. And by the time she comes back, Ellen, there was no food left. I always felt like the food is so little. I was always hungry. And after a month and a half, Aman came back. Then I started going back to my house with Aman. And later, in December, same year, December, we went to India. And that's when over here, nobody told me that, oh, I was overweight. But you know, Ellen, I was having complications in my health. I did feel that way. My body was getting huge, but then my legs was hurting. I don't know, maybe my legs was not able to support my body weight.
Yeah, that happens when people gain weight or especially when they live their life for a very long time overweight, you get joint pain. That's very
I had
common.
no idea. I had whole leg pain, the joint pain, my hip started hurting, and I couldn't get it. Then my sister is a nurse and I shared with her. And the way she said it did not make me feel like she is humiliating me. Maybe the tone of every person is different. She did tell me, start walking a little bit,
Yeah.
drink lots of water, get your steps, maybe 5K, maybe 7K. And she's like, watch what you are eating. But she said it in a so nice way. I didn't feel anything bad. And I exactly did what she told me. for a little bit, and the pain was insane. And one of my friends' husband is a bodybuilder, and I did talk to her, like, can you talk to your husband, because I do feel so much pain in my lower back, in my hip, in my joints, my whole leg hurt, and by the time I go to bed, it's swollen. Maybe it's not able to hold my body weight. And she talked to her husband, and she came back to me. She's like, start putting protein in your body, in your veggies, then carb. Lower your carb and maximize your protein, because I did share her what I eat, and her husband thought that I wasn't eating enough protein. It was all carb. And I went to, and he did recommended me, my friend, when she talked to her husband, my friend told me, my husband wants you to go and do the blood work or lab work, or maybe you have pre-diabetic or something. Go check it out. Then we went to get the blood work done. I had high cholesterol. I was in a borderline for diabetic, and the diabetic always scared me, because my dad has it, and the amount of strict diet he follows, and I'm like, I don't want to do that, and it's there forever, you know. And I got so scared, and still, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I just looked at it. I had high cholesterol. I had very high sugar level in my body, and I was in a borderline. But my doctor told me straight. She was Asian at that time in Syracuse, and she's like, you need to start taking care of your diet. I'm like, okay. Then I walked away. It didn't go through my head, and one day I would be motivated. Oh, I'm gonna take care of my body so well. And next day I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. And I think nobody hurt me so much that I didn't put it in action. And we went to India in December to do the last rituals of his mother, and that after a couple of days, his friend invited us for dinner. Okay, and I walked in alien. I have that vivid. It will never go. I still can imagine everything what happened that day. I walked in and I was so cheerful. Like, I was so happy to see people after so long. And oh my God, Sangita, you're so fat. Oh my God, Sangita, you're so fat. And there was a couple, and even the woman laughed. Ha 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 ha. I couldn't take it. Immediately, I turned red. I looked at Aman, and Aman came to like hug me, like, don't worry, I'm here, you know? But even I didn't feel comfortable. And still, I walked in, I sat down right next to Aman because I needed
support,
emotional support. I think I was breaking that time. And he was continuously recording.
The friend?
Yeah. And I was walking by, and you know how when you are overweight, you walk a little bit funny. Well, I did feel that way, and I literally told him, I am overweight. Don't record me. I did tell him that. I remember every what happened over there, because before that nobody body shamed me. I never felt of that. I don't know. I felt very insecure that day, and I barely had dinner. I accompanied them. I didn't say a word. But as soon as we left after dinner, Ellen, I bursted. Like, I'm crying. I'm like, what kind of friend you have? Why did you take me there? Then, I don't know, for some time, I literally hate all that people, all those three people. I hated them. Like, I have nothing to do with them. Like, still, when they would visit us, I would say hi, hello, and nothing, because this is their Aman's friend. You know? But in my heart, I was like, oh my God, these people are horrible. That's how I felt. And we landed to US. Then I told Aman, like, I need you to guide me, because I don't know anything about this. I want to lose weight.
So it really came from that moment where someone actively, like, purposely humiliated you. That's awful.
Exactly. And I didn't feel comfortable at all. I was crying the whole ride home. And Oh my God, Ellen, I can never forget that. And when we landed to US, I told Aman, I need help. I have zero knowledge. I don't know what to eat. I don't know how to even lift a dumbbell. Like I don't know anything about this machines and everything. Please help me. And he did build home basement gym. Whole basement was gym then. He told me like lift very light, and I started with body weight. He used to guide me. He was
Aw.
he used to go to gym before even I met him, so he had knowledge and what to eat and everything.
Yeah.
I had zero knowledge, and he slowly helped me. We started with the baby weight, the lunges, the little bit of sit-ups. Everything felt like end of the world, alien. I used to cry every rep. I used to cry next day because I was sore. I used to cry thinking that I can never change. I used to, since that day, the insecurity was in my body. Like
Yeah.
I was never hesitant of taking pictures with anyone. I was never hesitant of being with around people. But after that day, I think it affected me mentally so much that when people used to, my parents used to call me for pictures, like we are together, let's take a picture. I'm like, no, I'll take you a picture. You be in a picture. I was so insecure, super insecure. I would never make anyone feel that way. And along the way, along the journey, like every baby step, it took me forever to lose weight. But Alien, I didn't give up. His words and those laughs used to work as a pre-workout for me. Like, oh my God, if I don't wanna work out some days, I'm like, I need to show these people like what I am capable of. Like I can do this. And from my friend's husband, I used to get guidance like, what should I eat? You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, I really want to lose weight. I used to cry with my friend almost every day, and my friend was already so petite, and she said that let's do Zumba for your cardio, and we used to FaceTime. Her name is Monica. We used to FaceTime, and she's like, she used to dance with me, like, do
Aw.
this, do that, you know, to cheer me up.
That's
And-
awesome.
And you know, even what she used to do, like in my rest day, she's like, let's mop your floor. I will help you through FaceTime with hands. Sit down and do mop whole floor with the hand. She said that it burns a lot of calories. She helped me in a way that I don't know. She was involved in it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and every time I used to call my sister, what should I eat? What do I do? And even though I was getting guidance from Aman, all these friends, I did feel like some point I did feel like if I don't do the nutrition right, it's never going to help me mentally because I want very clear, nice results and I want to be able to do it for myself. Maybe there are other women in my community where prioritizing health is not a big thing, you know. So maybe I can help later. And I talked to Aman like I want to go to school for this, and I already have little one. I'm like I don't know what to do. He's like, yeah, go for it. And he registered me online, and even the fee was so high at that time, but he didn't say no. He used his credit card, and he is like, go for it. And I did health and life coach. Oh my God, Ellen, I did feel like I won the award when I graduated from on my online course. I learned so much. Whatever they used to teach me, I would practice that in my own body.
Wow.
They helped us challenge us mentally, emotionally, financially, and physically.
Wow.
If I didn't join online class from HCI, I wouldn't be able to do it. And now, after I graduated from that, I told Aman like I want to do the personal trainer too because now I know the nutrition part, and I know how to overcome the insecurity, how to coach others, and how to coach myself. And I joined ISSA, and I did that course through online. Like I was so driven into it by that time. Like I want to learn to use machine and which machine helps me to build the muscle. How do I positively without affecting me mentally. How do I change myself, so I don't injure myself? And I graduated from personal training too. And after that, I was like, one time I was crying. We had a PowerPoint to present, and my coach was talking. My teacher was coaching, like health coach teacher was coaching us and talking to us. And I did feel like she was directly talking to me because it resembled everything to me.
Oh.
And then I did feel like it was personally attacked to me, like, oh my God, everything is about me now. But in that class, we were more than 50 people.
Wow.
Yeah, and I started crying so much. And one time she did tell me, like, Sangita, what happened? I'm like, I did feel like you were attacking me. And I shared her how I'm feeling right now. I told her, like, I don't want to cover up my body and feel good, And I
Yeah.
told her, like, I want to be able to stand naked and I want to love myself. I don't need to be perfect figure. I want to be able to have that feeling that I am beautiful, I am capable, and I have the whole life to build this body. And I just want that motivation, that energy from you. And she was like, oh my God. And she did told me to stand in the mirror every day. I am beautiful. I can do this. I can't give up. I will never quit. These are the things I learned from her.
Wow, that is so powerful.
Yeah, she told me, stand right in front of the mirror naked. You will start loving yourself if you see yourself every day.
Hey friends, February is the month of love, and at Second Glance, we're celebrating love in all of its forms. Love for community, love for creativity, and love for giving old treasures brand new life. Located at 6 Market Street in Potsdam, Second Glance is not your grandma's thrift store. It's a modern, curated, thrift and consignment experience filled with clothing, shoes, home goods, jewelry, and unique handmade items from local vendors. Whether you're shopping for a Valentine's gift, a Galentine's treat, or a little something special for yourself, you will find pieces that feel personal, thoughtful, and full of heart. And speaking of heart, every month, Second Glance leads a community philanthropy project giving back to local families, organizations, and causes. When you shop here, you're spreading the love far beyond your shopping bag. Browse handmade soaps, cozy candles, crochet toys, and more, all crafted by local makers who pour love into every detail. It's the perfect way to support small business while finding something truly special. Winter hours make it easy to stop in. Monday 11 to 4, Wednesday 11 to 6, Thursday 11 to 4, Friday 11 to 6, Saturday 11 to 3, closed Tuesday and Sunday. Shop online anytime at secondglanceny.com. This February, fall in love with thrifting, fall in love with local, and fall in love with Second Glance, where every purchase has heart.
Affirmation work is so powerful when it's done consistently. Just like anything with health and wellness or anything in life, as long as you are doing it with consistency, it really can change everything for you.
Very true.
But
it needs to come from so deep within yourself.
Yes, you have to have that long-standing motivation, that reason why you keep showing up in that way for yourself. And you have to be patient because it's not an overnight change.
No.
It does take time. It takes patience. It takes consistency. Patience is part of the reward that you achieve through consistency.
It does teach you to be patient once you don't quit. Like, don't expect anything. Just keep doing what you are doing.
Yeah.
And once you start to see yourself result, mental clarity is so important. Like, once you see that in yourself, like, wow, I'm doing it, but I'm not expecting result right now. It's gonna reward me later. If you put that in your head, it's not hard. But if you are frustrated, like if you don't feel that discipline even after months of training, and it's hard because this journey is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy at all.
No.
No.
And I love how you talked about your support system. There were so many people supporting you.
Yeah.
But even with that, you still had those moments almost daily that you were crying, that
I was
it was
crying.
really impacting you on a mental level every single day. And something that I think is so profound in your journey in particular is that in the time that I've known you, you know, we've been friends for how many years? Like 3 years, 4 years,
Little
something
over
like that.
4 years.
4 years. Okay. So in the time that I've known you to be very confident in who you are, very stable. And I can't imagine seeing you not that way. Like, you are such a light for me, an influence on my life in that way. You encourage me to have that same amount of confidence in myself. I can't imagine someone taking that away from you. I think that's horrible.
Aileen, like before, I was like you. I used to be a people pleaser. Like, I don't want to say anything because my words will hurt anybody.
Yeah.
As long as they're happy, I'm okay. I was that person until I did this health and life coaching. They teach us how to set the boundaries. If it's no, no. If it's gonna affect you, then it's a no. Like, if we start learning that, I think life gets so much better. And setting that boundaries, not letting anybody put you down, will give you a very strong mindset. Like, you will be stronger mentally and emotionally.
Yes.
Emotional health is so important too. We need so much emotional support.
I'm really just starting to develop, like in the last year or so, firm boundaries in my life in different scenarios. And what I have noticed is that so often boundaries are seen to be this negative thing, like this bad thing has happened and now I don't want to cross any lines, so I can't be too involved, or I can't give any part of myself to this area of my life, or whatever it may be. But that's really not what boundaries are. Boundaries are healthy in every situation. No area of your life needs to be consuming all of the others, you know?
Exactly.
And like, if you can't walk away from the end of day at work and leave work at work, you need to set some better boundaries.
Exactly. And you won't feel good if you carry that to home, because your home is not going to be healthy anymore, because you're
Yes.
bringing everything to home. Your energy did not shift, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us, because I think that is so important and it's so commendable what you were able to do with that moment. And when you say that day is such a vivid memory for you, it was a traumatic moment.
It was.
It
And
impacted the
nobody
rest of your life.
shamed me before. It was like, you know, I don't ever remember anybody told me like, oh my God, you were this. Like, it was my first and last experience. I never let anybody, after that, I never let anybody say me a word. When we moved to Potsdam also, it was so hard for me to manage time, right?
Yeah.
And I looked for the gym over here. I didn't like any gym over here at that time. It was just so little, and I just didn't know. And I used to work out in we used to live in an apartment right next to a restaurant. And I used to work out in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my kitchen. And it was just, and I used to send my meal plans, like, this is what I'm going to eat, to my chef.
Oh.
Yeah, and remember, he used to give us like 6 eggs roll.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, I used to text him or give him like, this is what I eat all day. Make this for me.
Oh.
You know, chicken, a little bit of chicken for dinner, or one roti, those kind of things. Even our chef, he has been part of my journey, because I used to, when I was in an apartment, Eileen, our business was so new, and I never cooked. Like, I had no time.
Yeah.
And Shvir was with me. I used to take him to restaurant with me. It was just so hard. And when I talked to Aman, like, I really need to start the gym. And he's like, walk in a restaurant and you'll be fine. You are not, you are not felt like before.
Right.
And your cardio is going to, I'm like, no. Then I did tell him, one day we sat down and I say, if you send me to gym for 2 hours, if you give me that my 2 hours, I swear there will be less fight in the house. We'll have healthy relationship. We will not fight. I won't argue with you. I will do all the work because it gives me energy, and that's the only thing I want from you. And it's like, since that day, like, I did make him clear what is my priority. Like, if we communicate, I think it's gonna help us too.
Yes.
Yeah. And in my community, Eileen, going to gym, eating healthy is not a priority. It's literally nothing. And if you are a mother, especially, if you go to gym leaving your kids behind, you are selfish. If you start eating healthy for yourself, then our people live in a joint family, then in-laws start talking, oh, she prepares good meal for her, not for us, It's just people like to create problems, and they just want you to feel guilty of everything what you do for your self-love and prioritizing yourself. I don't want our female, especially my community people, female like me, I don't consider myself old. At this age, we just deliver and it's our time. Like, start focusing on your health.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what another person says. Just communicate, clearly say what you want to do, what is your vision, and move forward.
So I do want to ask you a question. I know a little bit of this answer, but I want to make sure that our audience is clear on it too. When you say your community, when you refer to that group, who is it that you feel you're resonating with? Who is your community?
Okay, I was born in Bhutan, lived in Nepal, like raised in Nepal and brought up here, right? I came here as a teenager. So our Nepali community, I consider myself Bhutanese Nepali community. Female, our community, our people usually live in a joint family. That's our culture.
Like, when you say a joint family, do you mean like your extended family?
Yeah, with in-laws and husband's brother, his wife, his kids. It's a very large family,
Gotcha.
right? And when you start to, for example, we deliver baby, after doctor clear us up after 8 to 10 weeks, if we want to go to gym, then some in-laws or some people in the member start like poking you, like, oh, now you are not a good mother. Suddenly you are a failure because you already want to focus on yourself, not the baby. But yes, I do agree you delivered that baby, right? But that does not mean that you can't love yourself, you can't focus on yourself, I want to change that mentality from our community because it's very used. They make you feel you are guilty of doing something better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so wrong.
In America, I mean, when we learn like American history and stuff in school, we're taught about how Native Americans lived in very similar ways, where it was their extended families were a group. That was your family, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your grandparents were all under one roof in a community. And it was very much like an all hands on deck. Everyone is supporting, everyone has a role to play. And that's not something that occurs systemically, I guess. It's not very common today, but that is a little bit like how I grew up as well. When I grew up, it was me, my mother, my grandmother, my grandfather, and my great-grandmother under one roof.
Wow.
From the time that I was 8 until I was 17. And it was still very much everyone has their role, everyone has their responsibilities, and we are here for each other. So I can very much relate to what you're saying with when you want to spend that time on yourself, it is seen as selfish.
Yeah.
It's seen as negative.
Yeah.
And it does not have to be, it shouldn't be, because if we are pouring from empty cups, then we don't have anything to give. There's nothing to pour.
Exactly.
We have to be able to prioritize ourselves and our health and well-being before we can go out and impact others, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's so important.
Yeah. It's very common in my community. Female wants to do something and it's stopped by the older members in our, in the family, and it's just, it ruins the mood, it ruins the hormones, it ruins their body, then the relationship gets worse.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the child is gonna be affected more.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's very bad.
Well, I'm glad for you that you are in a new era of your life, that you are at your prime, girlfriend, in your 30s, which I love. And you are taking such good care of yourself. And now you are looking at being in your first bikini show later this year. I'm so proud of you. You've worked so hard. I love texting you every day and talking about how much water have you drank? What are you doing? What's your workout? Don't cry, don't cry. It's all positive. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. Sorry.
You're okay. So thank you for spending this time with me, Sangita.
Thank you.
And with our audience, and for sharing your story with us. I hope that it helps other people that are at a more challenging time in their journey, and helps inspire them and empower them, because all of us on this journey, the journey doesn't end, and we need to support each other. You know, that's why we started this podcast, was to build a community of listeners, of followers that want to be supported and to provide support to each other. So please, if you liked this episode, listen to others on wherever you're listening to our podcasts, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, whatever your favorite platform is. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We share a lot of quotes and short videos every day of the week there. We love doing this. We love hearing from you guys. So you can follow us there. And you can also visit our website, everydayglowpodcast.com. So thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us today. We are so grateful that you are here, showing up for yourself in the middle of real life and all of its beautiful chaos and quiet moments, and for choosing us to be part of your everyday glow. Because remember, your glow isn't something that you chase. It is something that you choose and something that you build. It's bit by bit. It's day by day. There are no finish lines. There's no perfect version of you waiting on the other side. It's just this moment, this breath, and this next small step. So if today's check-in sparked something for you, maybe a tiny habit or a shift, we would love to hear about it. Your stories and your questions shape this space. And if you enjoyed today's episode, it is easy to get notified when new ones drop. Just hit subscribe on your favorite listening platform. If you want to put faces to the voices, head over to YouTube and subscribe to Everyday Glow Podcast. And for more inspiration and motivational check-ins between episodes, give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, keep breathing, keep showing up for yourself, and keep choosing your everyday glow.